What's up everyone, and welcome to the episode 2 of a new series in which we will focus more on Krita as digital painting and illustration application. We are already covering Blender in a separate series. In this video we will learn the basic brush system in Krita, how to manipulate canvas, and some shortcuts to fast-track workflow. So let's get started. We already know how to create a new file in Krita as briefly covered in episode 1. You can start with a blank canvas, but for this video I'm going to use my Squid Game fan art for demonstration. First and foremost, on the left side you have tons of tools, out of which our most frequent tool will be the freehand brush tool. You can enable it by clicking this brush icon or by pressing B on keyboard. Now I'm using a Huion drawing tablet without screen. You can use mouse also, but that is not recommended since it's a hassle to draw in that way. Even a super cheap drawing tablet beats the mouse and you can totally create a professional art out of it. Now if you simply put your pen on the tablet and drag, drawing will begin. Duh. Same with mouse. Click the mouse and drag on the canvas. Krita can use pen pressure, so if you press harder, the strokes will be darker and pressing lighter will create lighter strokes. Krita has tons of brush by default. Selecting different brushes can create different texture by simply clicking the brush. Now suppose you have made a mistake and want to erase the stroke you just made. Simply press E on the keyboard or just press this eraser icon. The fun part is that if you are using a texture brush, the eraser will work in the same textured way. For example, if I choose this hair brush, pressing E on the same will create an eraser with hair-like textures. And pressure sensitivity works here also. Pressing harder will erase harder or pressing lighter will erase lightly. On the right side, you'll see that this paint area is getting filled up. This is the layer section in Krita. In fact, layer is the most common in all 2D application as this mimics how we want to paint in real life, and we'll cover this in a dedicated video. Now you're not satisfied with the brush size. It is either too small or too big. Simply hold Shift key and click and drag your pen. This can increase or decrease the brush size. Pressing the bracket key on the keyboard has the same effect. You have sliders on top to do the same. Still not happy? Right click and you can access the sliders here also. For canvas manipulation, if you want to zoom, there is a dedicated tool for that. Click on the zoom icon and then click on the area where you want to zoom. Clicking more will zoom more. If you press and hold Ctrl key and click on the area, it will zoom out. But this is just a huge hassle. So the simple way is to simply scroll on your mouse wheel and the canvas will zoom in or out. Then zoom in can be done from this slider on the right corner. There is a neat trick where you can press 1 on keyboard, which will zoom the canvas to 100%, and pressing 2 will fit the canvas on your screen. Panning the canvas. This also has a dedicated tool. By clicking the pen tool and clicking and dragging will pan the screen. But if you are in the middle of a drawing and want to activate pan temporarily, then you can simply press and hold the space bar and the pan tool will be activated. Click and pan your screen. Panning also works temporarily by simply clicking and holding the middle mouse button and dragging. Rotating the canvas. If you want to rotate the canvas, you can simply press and hold Shift key plus middle mouse button and dragging will rotate the canvas. The even better option is to press 4 or 6 key to rotate left or right. Pressing 5 will restore it to 0 degrees. Pressing Ctrl and bracket also has the same effect. Quick mirroring. This is the artist way to check if the art you are creating has some errors by mirroring it. And by pressing M key, you can simply mirror the canvas. Changing color is as easy as clicking an area on the color wheel. Just choose the color from the outer wheel and then click the value in the middle. The color wheel can also be accessed from right click option. Selecting different colors and painting with them creates a color history, thus creating a nice palette to choose from while you continue to paint. Picking color from the canvas. Picking color from the canvas is also easy. Either you can select the dropper tool and click on the area where you want to pick the color, or you can temporarily invoke the color picker also by pressing the Ctrl key. Simply press and hold Control key and click on the area where you want to pick the color. While painting, if you want to paint an area which is already painted, thus restricting to paint outside the area, you can simply activate Preserve Alpha on top. By default, there is no shortcut for it, but it comes really handy irrespective of layer you are working on. Want to draw a straight line while free drawing? Well, there is another tool for it, but to temporarily invoke it, the shortcut is V key. Press and hold V key and drag. Krita will draw a straight line with whatever brush you have. You might have seen these squiggly lines as tube lights, but that's just me being lazy, and now you have the power to draw a straight line without much effort. Alright, with this we have now covered the basics of navigation Krita, with which you can very well start creating art just about now. And if you learn the shortcuts, then your workflow will be even faster. Obviously, that is not really necessary. As a homework, let's try a new thing. Krita has recently introduced picking color and dragging it on the canvas, resulting in insta-fill of the whole canvas. But as you can see, it does not work by dragging the color from the recent history. Your task is to Google and see how it can be done. It will require slightly changing the interface, but it's a fun feature directly borrowed from Procreate on iPad. Give it a go. In the next video, we'll learn about the tools and then maybe cover layers next. Till we meet again, bye bye.